Our next conversation is on devolution. Is devolution working? Well, according to people who are sampled by InfoTrack, they say, yes, it's working and we are happy to a great extent with it. To what extent? It now varies per county. If we look at then the greatest score in terms of top ranked governors by InfoTrack, the people who were polled, those who were asked in your counties, how would you rate your governor? Coming top with at 80% is Irungu Kang'ata, PhD, the governor of Murang'a County. And then number 2, we had George Natembeya of Trans Nzoia at 76%, Kimani Wamatangi, 71%, that's Kiambu. We had Gladys Wanga and Mutula Kilonzo Jr., Homa Bay and Makueni, respectively, at 66%. Then we had at 65%, respectively, Wesley Rotich, Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, Simon Kachapin, that's Elgeyo Marakwet, Kisumu, and West Pokot. And then we have at 63%, Kisii Simba Arati, Samburu, Jonathan Lelit, 61%, Patrick Corlen Tutu of Narok, 60%, Mudhomi Njoki of Tharaka Nithi, 58%, Kirinyagas Anne Waiguru, 57%, Taita Taveta's Andrew Mwadime, 56%, Kitui's Dr. Julius Malombe, 56%, Mohamed Adan Khalif of Mandera, Mutahi Kahiga Mwalimu at 56%, that's Nyeri, and Jonathan B. Chelim was Singishu, 56%. So what were people being asked? It is on delivery of promises, transparency and accountability, visible development and public benefit, public funds, stewardship, accessibility and responsiveness, media and visibility. Those ones were all now combining into showing people have ranked this one this way. Top by a high margin is Irungu Kang'ata of Murang'a, and he's our guest. Governor, good morning.
Good morning.
Karibu sana. You should have come with your medal, trophy, the kabahasha, or it comes with none of that.
Well, it's okay to be feted and we thank, but I think the most important examination is the one that we will face in August next year with the voter.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure whether if you're given a choice to pass a mock examination and the main examination, you would choose to
celebrate the mock. Maybe niko number 1 kwa county yetu mock.
Yeah. Are you seeing? And then you just relax after that. Because you're already on.
of noise. You wait.
You wait.
In fact,
KCSE.
and I told them there, they were showing us slides of the ranking of governors since they started the polling 2015 or thereabout. And I pointed out, and I said that when I was giving my speech, that I noted there were 2 governors in 2017 ranking who were among the top, in fact, if number 1 or 2, 3 thereabout. But they went on to lose the election. One was the Bungoma governor then. The other was the Vihiga governor then. And they went on to lose the election. They also showed another one of 2022, which ranked highly the governor for West Pokot that time. He went on to lose the election. So at times, I would propose that, okay, it's okay, but it should be just viewed that way.
That's modesty. You be modest. Before KCSE, you celebrate the mock. Okay. And even sometimes you use the mock. They use mock exams and in some cases the predictive score to admit you to university. So, Bwana, right for now, when the people make a decision, they'll be making a decision on something else. But Felaris will give you the day's quotes.
Well, karibu sana Gav, and congratulations. Today's quote is courtesy of Mark Twain. I can't get Mark Twain out of my head. I'll never say it properly. Mark Twain. And the quote reads, "A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way." A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way. How do you interpret that, Gav?
Ati a man who?
A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way.
I don't know, but I get the impression is a person who does a difficult job only gets unique lessons. Yeah.
I like that interpretation.
Yeah.
You
It's
get
a
us.
difficult job,
Unique lesson.
unique lesson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, for me, of course, you chose the whatever to read, and I also know I have to respect those of us who are religious and the non-religious. But maybe I would take you to a verse in the Bible, Luke 12. Luke 12, the verse 16 to 21. Maybe you can read it.
Let's look for it. Luke 12, 16 to 21.
Yeah. Then you interpret for us.
Luke, sasa ndio huyo ametuletea exam. Verse 16. Luke 12, 16 to 21. In fact, it is even coming just top. The parable of the fool.
Yes.
That is what this governor wants us to look at. Okay. Luke chapter 12, verse 16. I'll read from the New International Version.
Yes.
And he told them this parable. The ground of a certain rich man yielded an abundant harvest. He thought to himself, what shall I do? I have no place to store my crops. Then he said, this is what I shall do. I will tear down my barns and bigger ones, and there I'll store my surplus grain. And I'll say to myself, you have plenty of grain laid up for many years. Take life easy. Eat, drink, and be merry.
Wow.
But God said to him, you fool! This very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you've prepared for yourself? This is how it will be with whoever stores up things for themselves, but is not rich towards God.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey, had you prepared that one? wait.
So can you interpret?
Usijigambe.
Interpret for sure.
Yeah, so we are not here.
Usijigambe. Don't say, I have harvest. I'm number one. Lest God says, you fool. You fool. Okay.
Yeah.
Maria, what's your interpretation? What is Governor trying to tell us?
Let me be very light about it. Just what he said at the beginning, which is usijigambe, usiji. Yeah. Just keep waiting.
Yeah.
I think this idea of thinking that you've won the battle, you've crossed the line, can be dangerous. Mungu anasema wewe.
You fool.
Where were you fool? Okay, that's my interpretation. I don't know if that's what he meant. That's what my interpretation
That's what you
of
took.
his interpretation.
But I see this parable as I think Jesus is saying this guy forgot that it's God.
Yeah.
That it's God. Because verse 21 said, this is how it will be with whoever stores up things for themselves, but is not rich toward God. So you did not acknowledge that it's God who's given you this great harvest. You did not say, I will store this, but I thank God, I praise God for giving me this. As I store this, I'll always be remembering that God gave me this.
Right.
He assumes that,
It is me.
I did it. It is me. I did it for myself.
I'm the maker of my fate.
Okay. That's actually quite true.
What's your lesson, Governor?
Yeah, that's it. Nothing more.
Nothing more. It has been said. According to InfoTrack, when they went to speak to the people across the counties, they asked them the most important factors when rating an elected leader. And at 41.5%, it is delivery on campaign promises. Right? So people are remembering what you promised and they're looking at whether you are delivering on that. And then the second thing is transparency and accountability. The third thing is initiation of development projects. And then you go into influence of allocation of public funds, accessibility and responsiveness. Rated uko chini is media portrayal and visibility, relying on information from media, community discussions and political debates, engagement in public forums is at 5.8%. So people are actually looking at whether you're doing the job that you are given to do. Do you get the same feeling when you're engaging with people that this is what the yardstick that they'll use?
Yeah, definitely. My sense of public service that people are very wise. Yeah, okay, people can be tricked, just like every other person can be tricked. Yeah, and politicians, just like other forms of con men, can also be connish. But barring that, I think people are very wise. Yeah. So that means when you make promises, people remember. And therefore, one of the things I've learned is to be a little bit reluctant to make any promise. You'll go to a public baraza and people will tell you, hey, thank you, you have done this. What about this other road? And the first instinct will be say, I will make it. Don't. Just
say.
Just say, I've heard. If I get funds, okay. If I don't, it's okay. So I'm responding by
so
saying
people ask
that
for funds. Don't say we'll give you funds.
No.
Keep mum.
Say, I have heard you want smartphones to do your work better. I have heard. Don't say, okay,
Next
I will
week.
give you phones.
Don't. Why we politicians tend to promise? Because you will get applause instantly.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, you are being set up. Because people will not forget. You're being set up. That applause you get is a political setup. Because people will not forget. And they will pin you against the
Promise you made.
promise you made. So you just promise that which you are 100% sure. I think leadership is like, have you ever gone to a hotel, particularly those Juakali hotel, where I grew up, near the kitchen, there's usually a slogan there. Miandiko aje?
For staff only, usiingie
Good.
hapa.
Usiingie jikoni.
Usiingie jikoni.
Usiingie jikoni.
Restricted area.
So I think leadership, when you are planning, when you're inside there, you should write there. The public should await when the meal is
Ready.
Read the menu. Order from the menu. Wait.
Wait for the people in the
wait
kitchen
for
to do.
In fact, one of the, sorry to say, but allow me to mention, I'm so sorry. See, there's an announcement of our Vision 2060. See, now that's an invitation to Ingia.
Jikoni.
I think the best strategy is Singia.
Usiingie jikoni.
You bring the
Bring the strategy.
no, bring the outcome.
Bring the meal.
Bring the meal.
Bring the outcome.
Yeah.
Lakini sasa unajua lazima ukuwe na, we have to have something tangible that umesema utafanya.
O tukingoja ufanye. Kama kastata hivi.
No, it's the menu.
That's the menu.
That's the menu.
In this hotel,
Okay.
kuna chapati mandondo, 5 bob. Kuna chapati cabbage, 5 bob, 7 bob, like that. Usikuje kuitisha croissant.
Na yuko
Ama
kwa
unasema
menu.
munapikaga croissant.
Hiyo ndio kuingia
Hiyo sasa ndio kuanza kuitisha vitu. Ama kuanza kusema
ama unaandika kwa menu vitu haziko.
vitu haziko.
Bishu ya kwa menu zenye ziko
Ndizo.
ziko.
Hi.
I like that analogy.
I like it as
I
well.
really do, because then it forms a very good reference point. Lakini nataka tuingie pale kwa wapishi, wale watu wenye wako kwa kitchen, because there's the head chef. And if the head chef does not have a proper support and team coordination, that meal might have been the best looking meal on the menu. Lakini pale ikikufikia, either it's too soupy, either it's too dry, because
Chumvi inataka kumaliza.
exactly. Na pia kuna ule, labda there's a cook there who felt today is just not the day, umenijaribu vibaya, aharibu hiyo upishi. Let's speak about the teams that allow for this delivery to happen.
Yeah.
Because you don't get to appoint the team. This team is elected, just like you. How do you then make sure that all of you are working in tandem?
I think constant talks, constant reviews, consultations, rewarding merit. And then when somebody veers off the plan, you have a conversation. Yeah. I think that's what the private sector does to motivate staff.
Correct.
You deploy those tactics in public sector. Yeah.
When you think about deploying those same strategies from the private sector in public service, the thing is, usually in the private sector, you don't owe people favors.
Yes.
Kila mtu amekuja hapa na diploma yake na degree yake na experience yake.
Yeah.
Alafu sasa tunapatana huko, tunapigana. In the public sector, yeah, usually it's a lot of you're beholden to this person because they supported your campaign. You're beholden to that other person because they funded your campaign. You're beholden to that other one because it's your mother-in-law's sister's aunt who also supported your campaign. How do you get yourself out of that rat race?
Political skills. How you navigate around those kind of commitments. Now that is what differentiates a good politician and a bad politician. Because you must understand that being elected, that process of getting elected, often is a 6 months, 1 year campaign, right? What about governing? You govern
For the 5 years.
Yes.
So which is, when you compare the two, which is of more importance? Is it the electoral process, which only had 6 months interaction, or governing,
5 years.
where it's 5 years? And remember, then you do a calculation that here you are talking of the masses, the 1-point-something million residents of, say, Murang'a, or let's say 50 million Kenyans, or whatever your electoral area, who are waiting for the service, vis-a-vis the people you are talking about who you are beholden to, who are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people. So you are talking of, you want to reward a person, probably that person is not qualified. So then that person will give you trouble for the other 5 years. That person is 1 divided by, let's say, Nairobi, 4 million times 100%. Is it really worth? Those are the calculations you'll do. Definitely, there'll be a pushback because people will have this notion, were it not for us, you will not be there.
In power,
But you do a calculation, you see now, where do you want your political legitimacy to be? To rest? Is it in the delivery or in the repayments? Yeah? And
I like that. I wonder if other people if this math is being done across the country. Where
I'm
do I
sure
want
they
my
do.
political? And they arrive at the conclusion that it should rest with
Oh, yes.
the repayments.
Oh, yes. Because, you see, if repayment is an easier way to guarantee your re-election or your continued stay in office, then you go by that. If this other one is too much hard work, now you have been elected, you were not elected by everybody in this county. For example, what was your percentage victory of the victory in
I think I had about 240, I don't know. And then number 2 had about 80, 90,000.
Yeah. So
number 3 had about 30,000. So give or take This 60 something, 70 or thereabouts.
Okay. So there's a 30% or so that did not vote for Irungu Kang'ata. There's still, since then, some may have started seeing what he's doing. Others, he has now to try and, first of all, satisfy the 60%.
Yeah.
That's a huge number. Those 200,000 people to keep satisfied. And then try and bring in the ones that were not for you in the first place.
Yeah.
There's somebody else who's coming to start campaigning and showing this guy is doing nothing.
Right.
That's too much work, Mariam.
It is.
If you just go to a few people,
Easier.
go to a few people, and know these few people will keep my 4 years
Yeah.
safe,
Yeah.
and will be able to mobilize resources. And then in the 6 months to the election, tunaanguka kwa uwanja, tunamwaga pesa,
Okay.
tunapiga watu, nini tushinde.
So it's easier to repay. Okay.
There are some people
And
whose logic is that.
Okay,
But you
then I
see
come-
They were
now,
not in it
there's a
for-
danger.
Yeah.
There's a danger. These people you are trying to repay, they're also social animals, right? They're not living somewhere up there in the utopia. They're with the people. So they will also feel the feedback.
Yeah.
If they look at it and look at you and realize you are
losing
vulnerable,
Yeah.
they will
Jump
either
ship.
withdraw
Yeah.
and join the winning team,
Yes.
or they will now they'll push up their price
Correct.
because they have realized
Yeah.
you are going. But if you do the reverse,
Yeah.
they'll also be pulled by the people because now you like have formed a cushion around you,
Exactly.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
They'll also, so they'll be attacking, but the attacks can't go far. Yeah.
That is so much math.
Strategy. Strategy.
You always have to, keep playing the chess pieces. You can't rest.
Yes.
As much as, again, you're seeing your scoring has gone up. Nini, right now you have to go back to the drawing board and think, as much as I'm hitting the ground to go on the campaign trail, what does this inform? And are my ops really watching and ramping up to come and, challenge this? We have to take a break. We'll be right back with Governor Irungu Kang'ata as we look at this scoring across the counties. And also, in is out here ground, or should we be looking at something else? This is Fixing the Nation NTV.
Back in conversation with Governor Irungu Kang'ata, ranked the best performing governor in an InfoTrack poll that was released yesterday, among all the 47 governors. And, we're looking at what is it that the voter actually thinks about when they have a governor in office, when they have an MP in office. So this poll was asking, so how do you rank, how was he ranked the best? The yardstick that the people were asked, what is the most important factor when rating an elected leader? And the people said 41.5% delivery on campaign promises. Then there's transparency and accountability. Do you feel that you're accountable? Initiation of development projects, influence over allocation and use of public resources, and so on and so forth. Being a media personality and portraying yourself in the media constantly,
Yeah.
It doesn't
people
matter.
do not care. They actually go for the tangible things that really matter. And the question that you're asking earlier is, so how do you govern, knowing that this is what people will be looking out for, but also at the same time knowing the difficulty of actually actualizing your promises? Because people expect those promises to be delivered immediately.
Yeah.
And here you are, 1 year down the line. Huyu mtu alisema analeta nini? Hata afadhali so and so.
Yeah.
Hata afadhali so and so by now
Angekuwa.
angekuwa amefanya this and the other.
Yeah.
And then there's a huge population that just didn't believe you anyway.
Yeah.
So
They're like, niliwambia.
Yeah. I told you.
what did you expect?
People who are always waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's a delicate balance, Gav. It's within the first year, people usually say deliver within the first 100 days,
100 days,
once you
yeah.
take office, and then there's the scoring for the first year. How do you make the people that voted for you actually then see there's work being done, even when it's not evident? Because sometimes some projects take time to come through. It's how do you ensure that you're touching base with the ground to make them believe that you're actually working as the work is going on?
You don't touch base. You wait until it's
Wait
done.
until-
What?
Yeah.
Hey.
Isn't that dangerous?
It's the truth.
So let's look at,
Okay.
at the things that you've done, for example. Kang'ata Care, right? You had to go through the county assembly, get some things in, right? With all these others like revenue collection and smart cities and all, you're starting with first develop the policy, develop the legislative framework, go to the county assembly, get it passed, and you're not telling the people what you're doing.
Yeah, you are just telling them in compliance with the statutory requirements for public participation, but you are not really communicating until it is done. You wait. Don't be in a hurry. Why the hurry?
People
You're-
are not that patient.
You're 5 years.
Yeah, be patient. Don't be in a hurry. You wait until the food is ready. Then you go serve. But don't tell people, you know what, I'm cooking it. Don't be in a hurry. So once the Kang'ata Care card is ready, issue it. That's, you communicate that.
Okay.
Once you have, of course, you will communicate because insofar as some things are required for that thing to happen. For instance, registration, isn't it? But I can tell you by the time you are now telling people come and register, you have either paid the money, you have signed the MOU with, let's say that time NHIF, now SHA. So you know, by the time a person is coming to enter into the program, it's a done deal. But don't dare to go talk about anything when everything is not in place.
Let me
Don't.
let me be practical. Right. Last time we had you here, we talked about a few things. Let me see how this works in reality. Murang'a tea, the branding. You talked about a law to essentially have a list of geographical indications to govern this whole idea around Murang'a tea. Where are we on that?
We are far. You see, like that one is not 100% a county-owned initiative. In fact, it is being propelled by Equity Bank, the French ambassador. It was if it was a fully Murang'a County initiative, we would not have announced it because we knew there were so many outstanding processes.
Yeah.
But now that my friend, the boss of Equity, Dr. Mwangi, he did the right thing, definitely. Because at times, announcing early also helps in the sense that of aligning everyone towards that goal.
Right.
But on our part, if you noted, we are very clear to tell people there are potential, how do I put it? Outstanding steps.
Yeah.
If you remember, we'd
Yes.
say Parliament needs to pass. Like now, as of now, that bill has not been passed by
Parliament.
Parliament. And I know how Parliament works. That might take almost 5 months, 1 year. So even if it is passed, you have to create an office of a registrar. By the time now that registrar then registers, let's say Murang'a geographical indication, I don't foresee that happening between now and elections. That's a long-term idea.
Project.
But I think piloting has started. I'm aware. Okay, one of the core advantage of that thing is Kenyan and Murang'a tea would now crack into the European lucrative market. I think Equity has started piloting. And I think there is some tea that has gone to France. But I have no doubt by the time that translates into actual good money on the part of the farmer, that is about 3-4 years away.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
But you have to be candid and tell people this thing will
Take time.
Take time.
There was land for manufacturing, for example, for tall tea as well. Offering land for manufacturing. How are we doing on that?
No, that is more practical because already we have one investor who has has come on the ground, who has built, is, let's say, 60-70% completing the construction. He has paid into the county. That money has been factored into a budget. When you go to that place, you see a lot of activities. There is a part that is under construction by the EPZA. On this other part, there is a part being constructed by affordable housing. So, from a practical point of view, that is.
It's ongoing.
But you see, now I would not have known to ask you that if you hadn't told us that the last time. Yeah.
Okay, now to that extent, you have if you have something that you must announce, even if it's not ready, you have to put caveat that
It's a work in progress. Idea.
It's an idea, and you have to keep on telling people the milestone. Because you see now for sure, for that one, you have to announce.
Correct.
Because without announcing, you can't even.
People will just see someone putting up a building somewhere.
What is that?
Factory, and they're like,
What's happening? You have grabbed it.
yes.
So that needed a little bit of, but you have to give the correct
Correct information.
that we expect this to be ready by
This
by
time.
this time.
And manage the expectations of
And
your
manage the
people.
expectation.
I want to go back into. So you are elected in August 2022. By March 2023, what were you telling the people of Murang'a? Were you
By
telling them
March
anything?
2023,
Yeah.
we had achieved some of our 2 key signature promises, or rather programs. Because I recall the first promise we made, the key promise we made during campaign. In fact, there were 3, if I recall. Number 1, we'll give NHIF cards
Okay.
to the poor people for free.
Mm.
2, we will create ward fund. 3, we'll have a subsidy program. The cards, medical cards, we gave them in January 2023.
Okay.
So between September and December, we were now doing the preparatory work.
Okay.
The second one was the UJI program for the ECD learners.
Correct.
Again, the signing of the MOU, everything, the putting up of kitchens, the hiring of people we did a pilot because we were not so sure how that thing will pan out. That was between the election, that is September 2022, and December. So by the time we were coming in January, we had already rolled out.
You had things.
The other one was the community projects, that is the ward fund. I think we had already started implementing aspect of it as at 2023 March. I think that was your query. Yes.
So it's doable, is what I'm getting from this.
Yeah.
It's just that usually either it's a lack of goodwill, or again, like we said, you choose which side. Are you going repayments or building trust with the electorate by keeping your word? But the question that often comes about when the politics come into play is, again, how to now straddle this line between national and county and make it work for you, for the people of Murang'a, while still maintaining your integrity and that of the people of Murang'a. The other way to say it is the kiss the ring conversation, basically. Kiss the ring conversation. Yeah. If you want development, you kiss the ring. If you want to pretend you can do it by yourself, kaa kando.
Okay, there are 2 ways to look into it. Is that we have some relationships which are set by law, which cannot be withdrawn on a whim. Let's say a release of exchequer money. That money will come whether you are in opposition
Or in government.
or in government.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely also a governor position, except now during electoral cycle, it helps to be a little bit apolitical. Yeah, so that you are a friend to everyone and an enemy to none. So that you maintain that. I think that's my answer to your question.
I hear you. And I think, again, a few months ago when we hosted you, you were attempting to be apolitical, kind of straddle the line. No. Then came a time when a choice had to be made. And then we see you at a Linda Mwananchi rally. Rumors, actually, that you will be at a Linda Mwananchi rally, then at a Linda Mwananchi rally, then with a DCP cap. What changed as far as that's your strategy? You've just said it, during your term, try and be a friend to everybody and an enemy to none. What changed?
You have to make a choice. Now, this is it. We are in a political cycle, and you have to be elected on a certain party. So, I think the Bible tells us there is a time for everything.
True.
Time to plant, time to harvest. Yeah? So, time to sleep, time to wake up. So, here we are. Politics is now in full gear.
So we're in harvest season.
You have to say who you are.
Harvest or planting?
Planting and harvesting.
So at the same time.
At the same
At the same time.
Yeah.
You have to run them in tandem. Even as we are about to get into the mambo ya siasa, I want to look at something that we keep hearing from a lot of the governors and administrators of counties, which is just the budgets required to run county operations for you to deliver service to the people of your counties. Murang'a similarly has found a way of managing from its coffers, whether it's own source revenue and, what is coming from the exchequer. Murang'a has somewhat managed to make do with what it's had. Maybe speak to us about that delicate balance, because it's no excuse to the electorate and the people of the counties when services are not delivered, when things are not up to par, because then you end up, either you're just a noisemaker, going back to the people and saying, lakini tunangojea pesa. You can make do with what you have. What is that critical decision that the county had to make, that you had to make sure that county operations still run despite delays from the exchequer?
I think Murang'a has problems just like all other counties.
Yeah.
I think the most outstanding one for Murang'a, and I think 80% of all counties, is the balance between the recurrent and the development money.
Yeah.
When you look at our resource envelope, the first charge or the first money goes to payment of salaries. And that constitutes about 52% of our resource envelope. So we have, and that's against the law. The law says 35%.
Correct.
So that is always an audit query. Every time we go to the Senate or an auditor come, that will be a query. Why is it that you are paying salaries beyond the set ceiling? And that's why at times almost all governors, whenever they see industrial action, we fear. Because the effect of that is the salary go up.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And there was even a high court judgment the other day that said that counties within 3 years from then must come up with a way to comply with that law.
Yeah.
Yeah, because according to the judge is that that money, that percentage goes to X number of people, including myself as a governor. And whereas that should be going to the larger
To service.
to the larger people, isn't it? So we on one hand we are being pushed to pay what? On the other hand, you have this law, you now have this judgment. You see? And so there's always that tension. You see? There's that always a tension. Yeah, the other day there was even some people who do a very good job, my ECD teachers, they went on a strike, pushing me to make them permanent and pensionable.
Yeah.
The effect of that would have been an extra almost 300 million payment to salary component on the county.
Right.
It was a long struggle. Some of them they could not go and teach. So I'd imagine until now we had a negotiated settlement where we told them this has to be gradual, and I'm happy they agreed to it. That yes, I hear you. You do a good job. You deserve whatever you want, but this we can only accomplish through
Gradually.
Otherwise, the county will close up.
Yeah.
The other option is you add more taxes to the mama mboga, Buddha guy, the shopkeeper, the market women. You do that, there will be an outcry.
Yeah, they will.
So you are always
You're trying to balance.
it's a balancing act of huge proportion.
It is.
And so I'm just telling you, and you see, when you talk of salary 52%, you have to add other recurrence.
Yeah, that's
Because then you add the money you send to the assembly, which tends to be recurrent. That's 67 million per month. In fact, our salary, so I'll tell you, is 350. Add 67 million. That is assembly. And you know that 67 is basically salaries. Yeah? Because assembly doesn't do development. So that comes to how much?
417.
I add medical insurance for employees. 12 million per month.
429.
429.
Yeah.
Then add, let's say, allowances. Let's say what we call DSAs. A staff who went here and wants 5 million, almost 5 million per month.
434.
Add now. So that's, as on average, we get, let's say, 600 million exchequer release every month, plus maybe our own source revenue. Let me call it the net, because I want to remove the one that is gotten from the hospital. Once you remove the one for the hospital, you talk the other one. It's about 40 million per month on average. So that's about 640 resource envelope. What is the percentage? What was the total?
434
Over
640.
times 100%.
Sasa mtu asthmatic aingie sasa.
Acha tuweke calculator
it's a-
hapo haraka haraka.
You know?
So that then you see
434 over 640.
Yeah.
67%.
67%. And then you put in fuel, put in electricity,
So
you
utilities.
put in garbage collection, all those costs. That then tells you all these programs you're talking about, like I don't know, Uji program, Kang'ata care.
Kang'ata care.
They are taking a very small proportion.
Yes.
Of here. So meaning you are
We are
you'd
basically
imagine
we are sustaining. We are just paying, and that's what. Remember, we had Boni Mwangi, the CPA, who was looking at it from the value perspective. We pay taxes to actually employ just 1% of the population that are supposed to be giving us services, but they're not. We are giving them salaries and allowances and medical cover and so on and so forth. Where is the value for money?
No, let me put a caveat. For me, I think the Murang'a staff, they do a good job. Personally, I believe they are highly dedicated. Highly. And we can't move without them. The ECD teachers, the staff in the county, they are highly dedicated. And I really... what that then calls you to do as a county leader is to be a little bit innovative. You look for support beyond this. Because if you...
As you go into that, actually, because I can see where you're going, I wanted to know if your recurrent expenditure as a percentage of everything has been shrinking over time. Because like this year, your projections were 1.6 billion in own source revenue, right?
Yes.
And it has been growing. Last year, I think 1.3. And so every year then do we see then the recurrent expenditure shrink as a percentage of that before we go into getting
innovative
creative
ways.
Yeah, the
Yes,
creative
in
ways.
fact, when we came in, our own source revenue was 500 million. So the next year, it went to 650. The next year, it jumped to 1.3 billion.
Okay.
This financial year that has just ended in June that year, we were at 1.7 billion. So one, we really thank Murang'a staff, those who are in the revenue collection, because it's them who mobilize these resources. And I recall we had a conversation when we started this journey with them that we are being pushed by the oversight entities to send people home, but we won't do it because we know these people have staff. They are families. Yeah, they do a good job. So I'm not sending anyone home. So the only thing we can do to get out of this problem is to push
Revenue
collection, but without adding taxes. So and they took cue. Because they knew now if we, and there's also an element of automation. Because once we automated revenue, that then meant the resources. Why we so as you correctly insinuate, now this percentage shrinks. So we are headed towards complying with the law, isn't it?
At this rate, how long until compliance?
God willing, and this is not me because God willing, God willing, I think 3-4 years from today, if we come back, we will have solved the problem. In fact, that's the reason we are very aggressive on that Del Monte land. We don't give it for free. And because once that money comes in, then their percentage will. In fact, if we are able to sell off that land, then this amount will shrink. And that will be good for the employees. Like now, this financial year, there are many commitments that we did which made our salaries to go a little bit up. One is the commitment we made to the ECD teachers. Yeah, that meant we added more money. The gradual agreement. There was a SRC advisory that we which increased everyone's salary, which then we have decided to pay in installments. That we have increased our. The other one is other cadres generally. We added a little bit up because we also thought, even as we push the public costs, we also have to consider our employees. It's a
delicate balance.
It's about balancing everyone to keep everyone mollified. So we have moved our salary envelope from 350 to 370 per month. You can see that's an extra 20 million.
An extra,
to assuage all those, everyone on board.
Let me ask, from all this money, there's been, of course, suppliers that you owe. What have you been doing to address the issue of pending bills? Some that you inherited, some that you've accumulated during your time.
Okay, we have divided those two into two. The inherited ones who are not ours and ours.
Okay.
Let me start with ours. We generally, without blowing our own trumpet, we're in good terms with those who have been supplying us now. Particularly those doing developmental work.
Okay.
Because you have to also put a caveat there. Those who do recurrent supplies, we struggle with them.
Okay.
But those who do developmental works, we rarely struggle with them.
Why do you struggle with one cadre?
Again, you see, when the money comes, you know, if you pay a recurrent a supplier, of course you have to pay because you made the commitment, but you go in the red. Remember, you're also ranked on how you are expending money in development by the control of budget.
Yeah.
So you have a higher incentive to ensure people on development are
Paid.
Otherwise, you'll be told you're not doing
You're
anything.
spending money on just recurrent.
You know, it's usually like a list of shame.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And remember, so you have to push more absorption on the part of
Development.
Development.
So on the development, I think we have been quite positive. Not 100%. I know we owe contractors who did some work before the end of the financial year. But I know, God willing, once we start getting the money, we are yet to start getting the money properly. Maybe the next 1 or 2 months, we'll have cleared with them. But on the other side of what we call the inherited,
Yes.
there we have a deep conversation for 2 reasons or 3. One, when this new administration came into place, we became strict in terms of paperwork. So for you to be a supplier or a contractor, particularly on the development, we have to have a newspaper advert. You have to have a proper evaluation. You have to have a contract, a letter of award, an intention to award, a letter of award, a commencement letter, a certificate has to be signed by the engineer, and then there have to be an LPO, and then once all those documents are there, then you will be paid. But now, without saying anything bad against anyone, when we look at those who are there before, we would really struggle with looking at all those due diligence documents. Particularly, I think this administration decided to do what we call open tenders. But that other one, we had something we called request for quotation.
For quotations.
So that tends to be quite a little bit slippery. So when we look at those files, so we say, now how do we do? So we set up a committee to verify. Some passed. Those who passed, particularly on the development, I think we are remaining with a very small
percentage
unpaid
portion.
Maybe 20% are yet to be paid, and we commit to pay them. But there was a large group that was not paid. That was not verified because of lacking
Paperwork.
So what they do, they always push us. Hey, pay us. But we tell them, no documents.
Even when there's evidence of work.
Yeah, even if I see something practically there, from an accounting point of view, that's neither here or there. It is the document that
shows
that must
si mimi nakwambia ni mimi nilijenga barabara.
Si ndio
Ni mimi nakushow.
You can see the drainage, you can see the road.
Let me give you an example. In a neighboring county, which I'll not mention, there was a governor who was a good guy, but quite who used to handle things in a very informal manner. So he went to a certain town. People told him, "Hey, Mheshimiwa, we want you to put up street light." The guy said, "Hey, who can do it here?" I can't.
Do it.
Hey, the guy put up there
Street lights.
So what happened? The guy was impeached. So the contractor is always going to now
To the county.
to the county saying, hey, come on. Hey, can't you see they're here?
Hata ukiuliza kina Mari walikuwa kwa hiyo mkutano.
Walisikia.
Nikaamua nifanye.
But where are the documents?
They're not there.
Where are the documents? No wonder. Remember what I told you when we were starting the program, that when I go to the ground and people ask me for anything,
Yeah.
I can't dare to
Commit.
because there's a procedure of committing.
Correct.
And it's very elaborate. So even if you tell me here, I tell you, thank you, I've heard, but I don't promise.
Yeah.
Because if I dare, I'll be like that guy.
Become like that guy.
So the contractor is always. So what we usually tell those who we think have problems with papers,
Yeah.
we simply tell them, we are sorry, we can't pay. The best you can do, take us to court.
Okay.
If you go to court, we will come and oppose you, definitely.
Yeah.
But if you defeat us, then you have a court order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see?
That justifies
That
payment.
justifies
payment.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not personal.
Yeah.
It's not personal.
Following process. But then, those that have been verified by your committee and you have not cleared paying, are you communicating with them? Because here it is. There's everything was done procedurally. The outgoing county government did not pay. Government is in perpetuity. We do not care about the governor and the executives. We care about the government of Murang'a County. It's in perpetuity. It owes these people money. You have verified and found that yes, indeed, the county government of Murang'a owes Felari Somboi 100 million shillings. And you have not paid them to date. This is a 7-year, 5-year pending bill. So what communication are you giving to such suppliers?
No, we have to pay, definitely.
But
we have
to pay
Yeah.
is neither here nor there, Governor.
No, we have something we called.
Do you write to them with a formal commitment and a payment plan, for instance?
Yeah, we do have a payment plan. And by the way, that report is in public. If I'm not wrong, we put it in some website saying these are the people that we acknowledge. We have acknowledged their payment.
Okay.
In fact, to answer you, this year, which is the practical last year, I've even told my colleagues in the assembly that we will be a little bit more attuned to us settling debts. I think it's the moral thing to do.
Yeah.
Because, we are going to an election. There's no guarantee I'll come back.
Yeah.
Isn't it? You'd imagine we give work, then that work remain outstanding
Yeah.
when somebody else comes into
office.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It will be very moral.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fairness demand. Yes, of course, you have to do that which we need to do, but also we consider we don't go into the new year with a lot of
Debt.
debt.
Governor,
So
you're not
the point
answering
I'm
the
trying to say two things. One, yes, we have a repayment plan. Two, all factors remaining constant, we will try to pay
One of their payments.
this year because we have a little bit of a leg room for that.
Okay. Let me get into siasa now. There's a good question from Moses Kwereba Gathua. No, actually, this is Ken Mugolo asking, is it a must to be in DCP party to be elected? Because already people on the ground see that you're working. Services are available to the people. Good work. So, in short, yes. Is it a must that
Timothy
any
Ondemo.
Mount Kenya
Timothy Ondemo
must be
adds on
DCP?
to it. I'm wondering why Kang'ata, being so successful in his work as a governor, has to succumb to pressure and join DCP.
I think it is the right thing to do from where I see it. Because you do not want a situation where you put Murang'a people into making a certain choice. A choice between their loyalty to DCP and their support to you. You'll put them into a huge dilemma. Because I can tell you for sure, they have a lot of loyalty to DCP.
Yeah.
You now then come and say, okay, fine, I think I can, I don't know, withstand this and that, chat my own way. And so you therefore now put them in a situation where they have to choose between their loyalty to DCP and their support to your programs. I don't think it's fair. You will putting them in a dilemma. Because I also know there's a reason why they are loyal to DCP.
Correct.
You know, that reason is beyond me. It's beyond me.
Yeah.
You know, also, leadership, in my view, includes having that humility to be led. Yeah. Yeah, you are not the wisest person who ever came into this world.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not. There's a reason why people are loyal to DCP.
Yeah.
Respect that, that reason.
Okay.
And you don't necessarily need to know the reasons why the people are loyal to that. It's just being able to listen. That's the thing I'm trying to interrogate, because people have plenty of reasons why they align themselves the way they do. And you're responsible. Where you stand as a leader, is it in understanding the why in which they're aligning with the party or whatever, or is it just to say, okay, I respect your wishes, I do not need to understand it, but I just respect it?
I think it's both. It's both. I feel it's very important for leaders to always respect people's wish.
Okay.
And I understand the why. Yeah, and the why has a historical connotation. That is the way people constructed how His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua was treated by the government, how they viewed it as unfair, how they feel about the national government, how the goons culture, they feel goons have been unleashed against them. Yeah, so they feel the only voice that has been loud enough is the one of Rigathi Gachagua. I need to appreciate myself as a governor. I was not doing that. Yeah.
Somebody else did it.
Somebody else did it and paid the price. Isn't it?
Yeah.
When I was busy planning this and this, somebody else was voicing their concern against goons. Surely, you have to respect.
How is your driver doing?
He is recovering.
Okay.
He's recovering.
Was it a rubber bullet or?
No, it was not, by the way. It was a live bullet. What happened is we went to Nyahururu Church, IPCA. Before we came out, there was an attack. The driver was outside there. He was then attacked because he was now on the truck, stoned, then attacked, and then shot. When he was taken to the hospital, the main injury was on the chest, where the blood was gushing out. So the X-ray was done on the chest. Nothing was found. So we made an inference it must have been rubber.
Rubber bullet, yeah.
Then he was treated and discharged. Then he went to Murang'a. A second X-ray was done. Then again, nothing. So we continued thinking it is.
A rubber bullet.
Only for about 4 days, he felt pain, I think, on his arm. He went back to the hospital. Now they did an X-ray on his arm. They found a live bullet. So it appears it has
Gone through.
Lodged
gone
itself.
through until it rested on the
Um,
So the bullet, I think, to the best of my knowledge, is with eye power. They are continuing with the investigations. So you can see one key reason why DCP became popular. In fact, at times I wonder, it appears people don't remember things, or, they say
they choose to
history.
forget.
History teaches us we learn nothing from history.
Yeah.
Because if we do learn what the government is doing, we should not be here. Why? Because UDA became popular partly because of how it was mistreated by the then Jubilee Party.
Yeah.
I remember when Dr. Ruto was the deputy president, he went to Keno and police were unleashed in a church. Tear gas was done that. I think there's even one person who died. That's one of the reasons which made UDA then to be popular.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked. The same tactics that Jubilee was using that time have been deployed against DCP, and as a result, DCP has become
Popular.
Popular.
So the point I was bringing to you is I have to appreciate the journey
Yeah.
which DCP people have undergone,
Walked.
and therefore understand why the strong loyalty of my people towards it.
Yeah.
And you have to tea.
You are lying.
Are you Mwana Linda DCP? Linda Mwana DCP.
Yes, I am. I'm Linda DCP. DCP, Linda is not a party yet. It is a movement which is open for everyone. We have Jubilee Linda. We have Wiper Linda. Mheshimiwa Kimilu is from Wiper. Mheshimiwa Senator Onyonka leans Jubilee, but he is in Linda. Mheshimiwa Engoko, Anthony Kibagedi, they lean Jubilee, but they're in Linda. So Linda is open for
others.
For others.
everyone. So,
But the Office of Registrar of Parties has a pending matter of registering Linda Mwananchi Party.
yeah, so we wait. But I've said I will definitely vie on a DCP ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to chart your journey to Wamunyoro, where you are now crossed over formally into DCP. You call a press conference on a Sunday and you say, the way things are looking, I and UDA are parting ways. I do not think I will be, in UDA going forward into the next election. But you don't say which party you will go to. A couple of weeks later, Linda Mwananchi is in Thika. You go to Linda Mwananchi and you say, Niko Linda Mwananchi. DCP was in existence. You didn't go to DCP immediately. Later, after All Kalau is when you're going to DCP. Why? Why didn't you just, that Sunday when you had a press conference, the people of Murang'a are already clear they're in DCP. Why didn't you go into DCP at that point?
Yes, I've said.
Why have you gone round to come to the same place?
No, I've said I have aligned to Linda. There's something for me, and I even told His Excellency regarding there's something I find attractive in Linda. So even as I joined the DCP, I told His Excellency, he did agree there'll be the bridge between DCP
And Linda.
because Linda has something special. From where I sit when I look at it, it is speaking on behalf of a certain constituency, a certain spirit of young leadership, vibrancy, a national outlook. And I wish Linda well. Yeah, so yes, indeed, I'm in DCP very strongly.
Yeah.
And my leader and my political boss is His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua. But that doesn't in any way demean Linda. He himself, he has gone on record to say Linda is doing
A good
good
job.
job.
Good job.
He has said that. So what's the difference?
Acknowledge
If
the
they
spirit.
part ways, what happens?
No, we wait. There's nothing like party ways. Don't put words in.
Stop needing
Sikwe
doom.
prophet of doom. Haya, sawa basi.
Governor, thank you very much for joining us today. Irungu Kang'ata, the governor of Murang'a County, ranked the best performing governor by the latest InfoTrack poll. He says, well, you know what? The biggest test will be next year. For now, we're just doing our work. Yeah, the people are happy, we are happy. But next year, they'll tell us whether indeed they're happy. Asante sana for joining us. Coming up next is Your Worlds.
World Breastfeeding Week is the topic, and the human side of breastfeeding. A couple of experts who will be in studio with Winnie Lubembe and Mary Muikali. We have a registered nurse, a lactating mother, a lactation expert, and a parent sharing on alternative feeding journeys.
Okay.
Very interesting one.
That's nice. On Nation FM, as always, it's Vibe Shift with Brian Aseli and Claudia Naisabwa. Find us tomorrow, 6 to 10 a.m. for another edition of Fixing the Nation. From myself, Mariam Bishar, Eric Latif, and Valaris Wamboy, have an amazing, amazing day.